Good morning and welcome to the morning show. I'm your host, Jeannie Joseph, and we are live in the Muirfield room. What a beautiful weekend we had. I hope you all got out and enjoyed it. A beautiful, beautiful Indian summer we're having right now. So it looks like it's going to continue for most of the week. It's going to get a little cooler by the end of the week, but still very nice for Columbus, Ohio. So I hope you get an opportunity to get out and enjoy it. As part of our fall prevention, Partners in Motion fall prevention program, we are offering and encouraging residents in Brandywine, the Villas, and the Flats to sign up in Touchtown for the VST Balance Trainer, and also the Senior Fit assessments are being offered today and Wednesday from 3 to 4:30 in the Brandywine. I had to look and see, and then next week, it's going to be in Ash Run, Monday and Wednesday, 3 to 4:30. You can now sign up for the VST Balance Trainer in Touchtown as well. Amy Cirillo from Physical Therapy offers that every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 4 o'clock. So please check Touchtown and sign up. We encourage you to do that as a way to check your fall risk, and also it helps with assessing activities of daily living. On Wednesday, we have the Ramblers, a New Orleans jazz band coming Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Check this out. It sounds like this. Who doesn't like that kind of music? Toes are tapping, shoulders are a-shaking. All right. Anyway, this Wednesday, 2 o'clock. This week ends our outdoor rec program. A big shout out to Mikey for doing an awesome job in facilitating this program. To end the season, there will be a putting tournament on Thursday at 11 o'clock and a bocce tournament on Friday at 3. For all outdoor rec participants, please join Mikey and staff for a happy hour after the bocce tournament in the outdoor rec area. So it is now my pleasure to introduce my guest today. Jessica Reeker, our Health Services Administrator, is here to tell us about the Skills Fair happening this Thursday in the Muirfield room. So Jess, can you tell us what the Skills Fair is, who participates, and why it's important?
Well, good morning. I don't have as peppy as a get up and go on Monday, but we are super excited. We're gearing up for 20 stations that will be prepared in this space on Thursday from 7 a.m. till 3:30, and it's required for all of our Waterford Place, Alderwood staff, and the ancillary staff that support both of those areas on our campus. It's been about 8 years now that we've perfected this process. We usually have between 10 and 20 stations, and our Skills Fair is dedicated to nothing less than gauging proficiency and really opportunities to demonstrate competencies that we're noticing throughout the year. We're collecting throughout the population we serve throughout the last year, and so about 5 years ago, our regulations in the health center and in our assisted living space changed. And really, that's what this is all predicated on, is gauging where your strengths and your weaknesses are and how you're applying your skill sets to who you serve. So each year, we're charged with doing a facility assessment. That takes a group of people really looking top down and then bottom up, and identifying who we served throughout that year, our top 3 diagnoses. For example, we do a lot of orthopedic, post-surgical procedures, so people are getting their hips and their knees, or maybe they've broken a bone due to an incident or an accident, and they're coming to us for rehab. That's one of our top priorities in gauging skill competency, then, is making sure that our staff are not only proficient in the processes that support a recuperative period in a recovery like that for a patient, but also all of the skill sets that surround that recuperative period and others that we're helping in our health center space and helping to support in our assisted living space. So I don't want Waterford Place to seem like they're a lesser bucket here. we train about 115 staff members. It is a mandatory required training to come through, but it's a really exciting time of the year because there's a lot of return demonstration, as I talked about, and it gives everybody a good elevation of confidence. This is something I know how to do, or this is something I needed brushing up on, and I'm better for this. So as the staff move through our stations on Thursday, we'll be in festive dress because it's Halloween, and it's usually around this time of year. We have goodies, but we also get a lot of great feedback on how people are encountering those points of care and those skills in our care areas. So as you know, as an administrator, I'm not directly in that clinical realm where I'm delivering care with my own hands. So everything that we do in our operations are behind closed doors. And it really then falls to our caregivers to be able to present that feedback. And this is a great forum for that as well. In our health center space, just some little nuggets that we don't always get to talk about and boast about, but it is highly regulated. Just on the federal regulations, which would be our Centers of Medicare and Medicaid, which require a large deal of this training, but also throughout our state in Ohio, and that goes through the Ohio Department of Health. And so we've got these buckets of regulations. We've got our clinical care, our life safety, which is our building code, and then we've got emergency response, which I know just with a recent power outage, you see staff that swarm and put into motion all of these policies and procedures to make sure that things are done, people are safe, and the needs are still being met in the community. And that's a big charge. That's a lot of information to know and to be able to demonstrate that you are proficient, you know how to find that information, but you also feel confident in carrying out your role if and when something like that should happen. And I think just out of recency, I was here over the weekend to see all of those things go very smoothly and in motion with some recent utility failures due to the power outage. So that's just a really great example of why it's important that we come together. And we do so in small department meeting settings each month. As we identify issues that need a corrective action or a performance improvement plan, but this is our big one. Home care also does one. They did theirs back in August, and so now it's time for the rest of the clinical team on the campus. And like I said, it's about 115 that we'll welcome on Thursday to come through and do some work and just embrace some new learning. So we're really excited about it. If you walk past, you'll see us. You can't miss us. There will be 20 booths, and you're more than welcome to come in and grab a piece of candy off of my station.
Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate you being here today. Thank all of you for joining us on the morning show. Please go out and enjoy the sunshine this week and have a wonderful week. Thanks for joining us.